Perfect. So once again, you're welcome. Now, you began this program somewhere March. We were done with the interviews in March, and the course started in April, May. So May, June, July, August. By August, it was expected that all of you have finished. But majority of you are full of excuses. And so we have a number of you who are almost done. And all right, a number of you who are almost done. Some of you have already come to take the CNA final exams and passed. We congratulate all of you for passing the final CNA exams. There are a number of you who are marking time. And for those who are yet to take the final exams, this information briefing is important to you. However, there are also some other important information we want to share with the rest of you. So please pay attention. Now, as we prepare to file for your document with the United States government, we want to file it in batches, and we'll start with the first 50. After the first 50, we'll go to the first 100. Then the next 200, so that everybody will be covered. So we are still in the process of selecting our first 50 applicants to start the filing for them. And to be part of the first 50, these are people who have completed all the coursework. In other words, you have completed all the 60 chapters, plus all the 3 midterm exams, midterm 1, midterm 2, midterm 3, and all the 4 predictor exams, predictor 1, predictor 2, predictor 3, predictor 4. Now, to facilitate the early completion for you to be part of the first 50 applicants, there has been some changes as follows. 1, midterm 2 exams, which we noticed was very problematic for most of you. Almost all of you, just about 10% of you, took the midterm 2 exams at just one sitting. The rest of you, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. We still have people taking midterm 2 when they started the midterm exams long ago. So midterm 2 exams has been suspended effective from today, December 10, 2024. So what does that mean? So it means from midterm 1, you will jump midterm 2 and straight to midterm 3. So all those who have already passed the midterm 1, from tomorrow, you will no longer take the midterm 2, but you will take the midterm 3 exams. When you pass the midterm 3 exams, you continue to predictors 1, predictor 2, predictor 3, and predictor 4 exams. When you finish the last predictor exams, which is predictor 4 exams, you will write the final exams. I know those of you who have struggled with midterm 2, you say, sir, you have been unfair to us. Sorry, apologies. A number of you who struggle, especially those who are come to take the final exams, you worked very hard to pass the midterm 2, and we congratulate you for the hard work. But to facilitate the process to get the first 50 ready to file for them, we want to quickly help you out so that we can file for you. That is why we have suspended the midterm 2 exams to make it a lot more easier. As for the midterm 3, 4, 5, midterm 3, and then predictor 1, predictor 2, predictor 3, predictor 4 exams, we see people passing it easy. The midterm 2 is a difficult exam for you because it contains a lot more higher RN questions. All right. So that is the first change. Midterm 2 has been suspended. The second change is receipt of midterm and predictor exams. Receipt of midterm and predictor exams. Assuming you take midterm 1 and you fail, the practice now has been that you wait a week later before you take it, because we want you to go back, use 1 week to revise your notes, revise the textbook, so that in a week's time you will be very well prepared. You retake it and you pass, then you move on. But we have seen most of you have completed the coursework, and it's just retaking the test for you to pass and move forward. So all receipts for the midterms and predictor exams will take place the following day. You will not wait until the following week as it was previously. So when you take midterm 1 today, midterm 3 today, midterm predictor 1, predictor 2, predictor 3, predictor 4, take it today and you fail any of them, the following day, you can retake the test, same time, the following day. That is tomorrow, you can retake the test. And you can retake it every day, a day after, until you pass. You cannot reset the test the same day. Now, when you pass the midterm and predictor exams, you can take the next exams the following day without booking. That is the next major change. First, to take the exams, you need the midterm and predictor exams, you need to book first. Now, you can take the exams without booking first. You just walk into the exams room. The exams will be open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day, Monday to Friday, starting tomorrow. 10 a.m. 2 p.m. Monday to Friday. So basically from now until we break for Christmas holiday, there will be exams every day from Monday to Friday. There will be no exams on holidays, including the Christmas holidays coming and the weekend. I hope this point is clear. I hope this point is very clear. All the research take place the following day. You don't wait for 1 week. 2, exams, you can take it. You can take the exams every day without booking. And then 3, Monday to Friday, there will be exams starting 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day. Sorry, I muted myself without realizing it. Okay, Gifty says very clear. Thank you, Gifty, for that. Now, then we'll go to the final CNA exams. For all those residing in Ghana, for all those who are living in Ghana, the exams is in person in our offices at second floor, Jubilee Mall, commercial area, KNUST campus, Kumasi, Ghana. We do not have any exam center anywhere else in Ghana, only in Kumasi. Now, for those residing outside Ghana, your exams will be done online. Now, ensure there is no one else around you whilst taking the exams because it will be recorded. And once we see somebody walking around talking to you, automatically the exams will be canceled. And that you have a stable internet connection. We strongly advise you to get either a laptop or a desktop computer for the final exams. You may use your cell phone or a tablet, but please note, when you receive a call whilst the test is going on, your internet cuts off automatically and you'll be taking off the exams automatically. Once it does that, it is recorded as a fail. Your video camera and audio must be working perfectly during the exams. It's not, hello, sir, I cannot hear you. My network is bad. No. If your network is bad and you're outside Ghana, please look for a better place for the exams. Now, when you're coming to take the exams, for those who will be coming in person, bring the following documents for the exams. For those taking the exams online, we will demand to see the following document before you be permitted to take the exam. 1, and they must be hard copies. Don't come here and say, sir, I left my passport at home, but I have it on my phone. No, you cannot take the exams. Bring the hard copies. So your passport, your NMC certificate for nurses and midwife. If you're not a nurse or a midwife, you are not required to bring that. You bring your tertiary certificate. That is the nursing training college, the university you attended, the certificate you got. Then receipts of all payments you have made so far come along with the hard copy receipt. And then a gazette of your name change, if you have done any name change at all, come along with the gazette. Hard copy of the gazette. Note, we said gazette, not declaration of name change, not affidavit. But if you don't have the gazette available at the time of the exams, please get in touch. Let's make alternative arrangement for you. If you have changed your name, if you have not changed your name, the item 5 does not apply to you. Now, the rules for the exam. The detailed rules for the exams are contained in the separate PDF document that was shared with you on the page last week. So we assume all of you have received that document. If you don't have it, just go back to the page, it is still there. But the key ones are essentially the exams is 100 MCQs for 1 hour, 30 minutes. You will need to get 75 questions correct to score the pass mark of 75%. Guys, the final exams, the pass mark is 75%. The midterm predictor exams, the pass mark is 80%. But for the final exams, the pass mark is 75%. You only have one attempt in the exam. The questions are drawn from a database of questions. So each student in the exams room will be answering different questions. You will not answer the same question. So we have a big exams hall. If, let's say, 10 people have booked in a day to take the exams and they all come at the same time, and you all sit in the exams room, there's no way all the 10 people will be answering the same questions. You'll be answering different questions. So then person sitting to your right, question 1 will be different for the person sitting on your right. Question 1 will be different for the person sitting on your left, front, and back. That is how the algorithm has been designed for the questions to come. You also already know that as soon as you submit the answer to the last question, the results come on your screen instantly. So this one, you're not going to wait for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks for the results. You will know whether you have passed or failed even before you get up from the table on which you took the exams. Right there and there, you will know whether you have passed or failed. Now, booking for your final exams. The link to be used to book for your final exams was shared 2 weeks ago on the page. So those of you who have not booked yet, and at this point, we want all of you to book your exams now. Whether you have finished all the midterm or predictor exams, please book for your exams, final exams now. There are 2 links on the pages. When you are booking, please be careful. Some of you have finished all the midterms and predictor exams, and you want to book for the final CNA exams. You go to use the link for the midterm and predictor exams, thinking you have booked for the final exams. No, there's a separate link, so be careful which link you are using. We want all of you to book now for the final CNA exams, whether you have finished or not. Book now. But when you are booking, choose a date. You yourself know that by that date, you would have finished all the midterms and the predictor exams before the final exams. So let me illustrate it this way. I have finished all my coursework, chapter 60, and I want to start the midterms and then predictor exams. There used to be 7 of them, now it's 6. So I need 6 sittings to finish all those tests. And I allow myself 1 or 2 failures. So I book the midterm exams 8 different dates. I book all of them. Today, I sit behind and I book all of them. I select the date. And then when I finish booking for the last date, then the following day, or a day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, anytime you feel you'll be ready, you book for the final CNA exams. That is what we want you to do. Now, we want you to adopt that strategy because most of you, we have come to know that you fear exams. You fear exams. So, because of final exams, he will never do the midterm and predictor exams early so that we come and take the final exams. But please do it now. Once you do it, your subconsciously, it is registered on your mind, you have an exams coming. And then you prepare yourself, you psych yourself towards the exams. You focus, and then you don't put it as your back issue. You put it in front of you. It's a back, something in the front burner. my fear exam student. Yeah, you need to change now. So book your final exams today. We'll be calling you one by one to ensure that you have done the booking. Okay? Book quick before the dates get finished. All right. Now, please note that you can only take the final exams after completing all the 60 chapters of the coursework, take and pass all the midterm and predictor exams, and pay at least $2,000, including your medical examination, of your fees before you be allowed to take the final exams. Filing begins as soon as you pass the final exams and your documents submitted are validated. I will talk about the validation shortly. But if we have not validated your document, we don't want to risk filing for you. I think I've tried to explain the reason why. The documents, okay, I'll talk about that when we come to validation so that we don't spend too much time. Now, accommodation on campus for the exams. There are hotel accommodation in and around the university community, which you can pay for a night for the exams for those who will be traveling. For those who are residing outside Kumasi or the Ashanti region, you may need to arrange for accommodation. Now, most of the hotel accommodation on campus will cost you between 350 Ghana cedis to 700 Ghana cedis. There's even a 200 cedis a night, just for a night. I don't think they have changed the price, but to be on the safer side, budget for 350 a night to a maximum of 700 a night. And the following guest houses owned by the university are in a walking distance from the office or the exam center where you'll be taking the exam. So the School of Engineering guest house is just less than 5 minutes walk, you will be there. Then School of Medical Sciences, School of Renewable Energy guest house, they are all in the same place. When you come to campus, you go to the engineering guest house. Just behind the engineering guest house is the School of Medical Sciences guest house. It's for the medical school. And then the renewable energy guest house also follows, just like that. They are all in the same area. You surely will get an accommodation there. But we strongly advise you to call ahead, a week ahead, and book before you come. When you even call them, I think you may pay on arrival. I don't know. I used to book ahead without paying. Just give them your name, your details. They reserve a place for you. When you go, you pay. Okay. All right, so those are guest houses. You can take a screenshot so that you know their names. You can do Google search, find their contacts, and then contact them, and then book ahead. Okay. Then once you pass your final CNA exams, we start filing. Upon passing the final CNA exams, and after documents validation, we will start filing with your permanent labor certification, or called PERM, permanent labor certification, with the U.S. Department of Labor. That is their website address. Take a screenshot of it, go there and read about the U.S. Department of Labor and permanent labor certification. So all the information are there. That's the official United States government website. It is the first document we'll get you. After that, then you get your green card. Then we'll schedule you for your visa interview at the U.S. Embassy, and then you fly out of Ghana for good. So when your permanent labor certification is approved, we then file for your green card. And the green card, the particular green card we are referring to is your EB3 visa. That's the correct name, EB3 visa. And then visa interview with the US Embassy in Accra. So when your EB3 visa is ready, we schedule you to go for a visa interview with the US Embassy. This time you will not schedule your own interview. I think I've explained this in our previous presentations. The embassy will schedule you and call you for you to come for an interview. Once you pass the interview, 2 weeks, you fly out of Ghana for good. Now, let's talk about document validation. We still have badges 6 and 7 to validate their document next week. After which, we will then do a mop-up for all those who missed their turn when they were first scheduled for their validation. We will complete all the validation before we go on Christmas break. For all those who have completed their validation, kindly complete and submit the form for information and documents needed for permanent labor certification. If you have not done that already, if you have completed and submitted the form already, don't do it again. Now, this form, once again, is already on the page. It's been there all this while. So look for it, complete it after the validation. Now, we do document validation because we have had a bitter experience with our previous batch. A number of you are lazy when it comes to compiling documents for this process. Especially, you take it for granted. These documents are going to the United States government. You are not going to be there to explain the blurry looking document is this document, and when I went to scan it, the scanner was not good. My God, please take your time, do proper documentation. Some of you may, and there are a number of you also who send their document using cell phones. There are times where your cell phone settings, although you have sent an email, but it never got to us. It's a problem with cell phone like that. So to be sure, you send your documents by emailing them. But all those that have sent documents will have responded to them, except for those who sent in the last 2 weeks when we were in Manila with NCLEX applicant. We will respond to all those by the close of this week. All right. So if you are yet to go through your validation because you have not been scheduled yet, you are likely to be with batch 7, batch 6 or batch 7. Take your time. Tomorrow we're going to post the next batch, batch 6, and then later batch 7. And then those of you whom we schedule, and then for whatever reason you missed with the interesting stories, network, this, that, there will be one last mop-up for you. That one, when you miss it, is between you and your God. We'll post the date for the mop-up on the page after we are done with badges 6 and 7. So if you missed the last time we scheduled you, you are not going to find your name in batch 6. You're not going to find your name in batch 7. But you will find your name in the final batch, which is the mop-up batch. Then we still have a few applicants that successfully went through the interview at the beginning of the year, but because of financial constraint, you are yet to start the program. If you are still interested, please get in touch personally for some arrangement to help you to start. There is some arrangement for you to start after you have completed your medical examination, and then you pay later. And then we also have some applicants who have paid for the medical examination. I think just about 5 of you who have paid for the medical examination, last minute people. But you are yet to do the medical examination, even though we have let you start the course. Such people, we're going to get in touch with you so that we schedule you for the medical exams next week. Medical examination, you go next week, you get it done. Now, a few other updates. I'm sure by now you already know. In August, we flew a number of RNs, registered nurses, to Manila, the Philippines, to prepare them for the NCLEX exams. And they spent 2 months or 3 months or so in Manila going through intensive training before the final NCLEX exams. And by the benevolence of God, we scored 100% pass for all our nurses that went for the NCLEX. They all took the exams only once. There was no resit, and not a single person failed the NCLEX. Thank you very much for the applause. On your screen are some photos. This is at the airport in Accra. So this is the latest US RNs in Ghana, latest United States registered nurses in Ghana. This is Doha, Qatar airport when we were doing the transit. And this is in Manila. It's also in Manila. They had a great time the last 3 months, learning new cultures, meeting new people, eating new food, adjusting. So this is a trial run for their lives in the US. This in Manila, their instructor in the middle there, teaching them mix. And this is a sample of their license. See, with the US Board of Nursing, we registered them with the New Mexico State Board of Nursing. And with them, as soon as you pass your NCLEX, once the results come, immediately your certificate is ready, your license is ready, your license number is ready, bam, 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 like that. You're not going to wait for 100 years for your certificate and license to be ready. Okay. So these are our latest registered nurses, United States registered nurses, United States registered and licensed nurses in Ghana. Okay. Now, I'm praying one of these days, you also pack your nkukunkaka like this, and we take a picture at the airport. You live in Ghana and your country for good. Okay. Now, a few other information. We'll be breaking for Christmas holidays. So we just want you to know, when you are planning and you keep pushing things ahead, please note that the office will be on break on December 20th, 2024 for Christmas holiday. During this period, the office will be closed. We'll resume on January the 8th, 2024. all midterms and predictor exams, as well as final exams, will also cease during the Christmas holidays until the office is resumed on January 8, 2024. So please bear that in mind. A few other information, as you may all know by now, we have started recruiting physiotherapists and physical therapists. Just a quick information for your consumption. We have started recruitment of physiotherapy for the US. They must have at least a bachelor's degree in physiotherapy from accredited university before they qualify for this job. So those with certificate in physiotherapy, with a diploma in physiotherapy, they do not qualify. We are only concentrating on those with a bachelor's degree in physiotherapy. They will go through credentials evaluation, just like the NCLEX applicant. They will go through credential evaluation. There's a body called FCCPT. They do their credential evaluation for them. After that, they go through vigorous training online, just like you have done, 16 weeks. And then after that, we will fly them to the US for their licensure exams called MPTE. The MPTE is the US licensure exams for physical therapists and physiotherapists. So the MPT is National Physical Therapy Examination. But before we take them to the US, we'll first fly them to the Philippines, Manila, for training, just like the NCLEX applicant we have done for the NCLEX applicant. And then when we know they are ready, we fly them to the United States, Chicago, for them to take the NPT. This is because, unlike the NCLEX and the CNA exams, the MPTE, there's only one place on the Earth planet where you can take the MPT, and it's in the US. You can only take the exams in the US, not outside the US. And so we need to fly them to the US to take the exams. When they pass, they will come back to Ghana, and then we'll file for them. Once they pass the MPTE plus TOEFL, they will need a TOEFL too. In fact, they will start with the TOEFL exams when they pass before they take the MPTE. We will then file for H-1B visa for them. Now, this is a unique visa for them, and it takes only 6 months for the visa to be ready. Then they fly to the US to work. They will be bonded for 3 years contract. Then they have options to work for us after the contract, or are free to move on, just like you. You will do 4 years, but they will do 3 years. The legally married spouse and the children will join the applicant in 6 months after they arrive in the US. And the fees they will pay in Ghana for the credential evaluations, flight to Manila and then to the US, and then their filing is $5,000. They can pay bit by bit as they go along. All right, so spread the message to your friends. If you know a physiotherapy or a physical therapist with a degree, tell them. They can go to our website. There are a lot of information there. So this is the information we will have for you. At this point, let me see if you have any questions, any messages in the chat, so that I can respond to them before I open the microphone. Sorry. Before I open the microphone for questions. I think the messages are all congratulations. Wow, we thank God. God bless. God, please make our way for us too. Yes. God will make your way for you, but you also need to work. Yes, Felicia says, and so shall it be for all CNAs applicants. Amen. That's a good prayer, Felicia. Okay, so sir, can 2 or 3 people stay in a room? What room are you referring to? Okay, so I'll open the microphone so that, sorry, I'll unmute you so that you explain the question. Esther Manuela says, sir, please, and you didn't talk about the IELTS we would take. Oh, yes, the IELTS will come after your CNA exams. Now, I want you to concentrate on your exams. The IELTS will come later. There will be an orientation on the IELTS. So focus on the CNA exams. And sir, please, you said you will talk about the contract signing. Oh, yes, yes. No, I didn't say I'll talk about it. I said I'll put information on it on the page. In the coming days, we'll put an update on the contract signing. There has been some changes to the contract signing. Initially, we required you to come in person to sign, but the lawyers in the US, Chicago, had requested that they want to engage you and help you to sign. So we'll put information on it. It's going on the page. It's going to be in badges, 10, 10, 10, just like we have done for the validation 2020. This time it is going to 10, 10. So we'll schedule you, 10 of you, you meet the lawyer in Chicago online, we'll take you through, and then you sign in her presence. She's a woman, and you sign in her presence. And then, so when the time comes, we'll let you know. We'll put better and further particulars on the page for you. So Denyan Clara says, sir, please, when will the group that just passed move to the US? Oh, we have just started filing for their green card. But for the NCLEX applicant, their green card will come quick. And the good thing about the NCLEX people is their PERM and their green card is merged in one. We do it at a go, boom, for them. And it doesn't take too long for the green card to be ready for them. Then when there are visas available, the US Embassy will call them for the visa interview. Princess Anani, please, do we have an opportunity for medical laboratory sciences or biomedical scientists? Yes, it's the CNA program. The CNA program is for nurses, nursing assistant, midwives, medical laboratory science, biomedical laboratory science, accountant, teachers, what have you. Okay, and then Prince, patients from sir, please, when you book for the final exams and it is time, but monetary is low, what will you do? You reschedule. When you book and when the time comes, you are not financially ready, you reschedule. There's a link. Anytime you do the booking, you get an email confirmation. In that email confirmation, none of you read, and that is so sad about you people. Nobody reads. When you read it, there's a link, you can reschedule, you can cancel, you can do so many things in that booking. So please just read, okay? Okay, so sir, please, after passing my CNA final exam, how long, I think you want to say how long, will it take for us? The us should be US or not AS, for us to go. About 1.5 years, you'll be out of Ghana after you pass your final CNA exams, and we'll file for you. Now, it also depends on when we file for you. There is always a filing window we want to use where the lawyers are free, they are ready. You know, the filing is done by the lawyers, it's in your contract. And there's a filing window coming in January. And that is why we want to push at least 50 people and file for them. Once we file for you, 6, 8 months, maximum 12 months, you have the approval, and then the rest follows. Catherine Ilea, so you mentioned that the visa interview will be in Ghana. How about some of us who are outside Ghana? Oh, yes. The visa interview will be scheduled for you wherever you are in this world. So for Catherine, who is in South Africa, you will not come to Ghana for your visa interview. We will schedule for you to do the visa interview in South Africa. You go to Pretoria, the U.S. Embassy in Pretoria. Is it in Pretoria or Johannesburg? Wherever it is, you go and do the interview there. Those who are in the UK, those in Saudi Arabia, like my good friend Mahame, you will not need to come to do the visa interview in Ghana. You will schedule you wherever there is a U.S. embassy. Wherever there is a U.S. embassy. These days they have centralized the visa scheduling process. So wherever there's a U.S. embassy, we schedule you go there, take the interview. Okay. All right. Clara, IELTS will do it after the exams, the CNA, final CNA exam. So focus on the final CNA exam. Clara, you have not even come for your final exam. You are not even done with your midterms and predictor exam. And you are thinking of IELTS. Let's focus on CNA now. IELTS will come later. All right, guys, thank you. Let me open the microphone and see if there are any more questions. We'll take 5 more questions and we are done. These are busy nurses working. Okay, I see 2 hands, Abna Esari, and then Joelaye. Abna, you have the floor. Unmute your microphone and speak.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
First of all, I want to thank you for helping us to be able to move forward with the midterm exam, jumping the midterm 2. It's been almost 3 months since I stopped this midterm 2 because I gave up on it. Thank you. I shall continue with midterm 3 tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah. Please, I wanted to know with the midterm now, you can resit the next day. With the final exam, in case you fail, would it also be the next day or you give us a new date? You tell us the new dates. Yeah.
Okay, so you are one of those people who never read. There's a document on the page. There's a PDF document on the page. Candidate rule is in there. When you fail, when you can take the final CNA exams, is in that document.
All right. Thank you. And then my last question too is, there's a candidate who did psychology and is interested in the CNA. So should I give your number to her to contact you?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm done.
You're welcome. All right. What's the name again? The surname is Laye. Joel, you have the floor.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Thank you for the updates you've given us so far.
You're welcome.
My question is concerning the document we have to present when we are about to write the exams.
Mm-hmm.
With regards to the receipts, I have all my receipts in soft copy.
Just print them out. Just print them out.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, sir.
Is that all your question?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, okay. Then you don't have a problem. Princess Anani, you have the floor. Then Cynthia. There's somebody called Akosa who asked a question about a room.
So it's Akosia Cynthia. I just changed the name to Cynthia.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Akosia, what is the question about the room? I didn't understand.
I was talking about the guest house during the final exam. When you come to write the exams, if you book for the room, is it allowed for 2 or 3 people to stay in one room?
Oh, that's a beautiful question, but I'm the wrong person to answer that question. But I think that should be possible. I think that should be. Yes, we have had students. Yes. Our previous batch had about 3 or 4 nurses staying in the same room and taking the exams. So yes, you can do that. All right. Then Princess Anani.
Hello, sir. Please, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, thank you so much for the good work that you are doing to help us.
You are
Please,
welcome.
my question is, you made mention that from now, everyone should register for the final exam,
Yes, madam.
medical. And I wanted to ask if you can enroll on the course and pay later, since our money is not up to some of us, our money is not up to.
Okay, so in my presentation,
And can we also, yes, you said from now on, everyone should register for the final exam, final CNA exam. So I was confused there because I haven't done my medicals yet.
Okay, so you fall in a different category of applicant. Now, for those of you who are yet to start because of financial constraint, I said contact privately, personally for an arrangement on how to start. But you will still need to go and do the medical examination first before you can start. We want to be sure you don't have any medical condition that will even spoil the whole process. There are some medical conditions that will fail you for the visa. Okay,
Yes,
so if you know those medical conditions, we'll start working on them now. If you have hepatitis B, it is treatable. Hepatitis C, it is treatable. Hepatitis B, if it is not reactive. But there are some medical conditions we cannot treat.
Yes, please.
So if you are one of those persons, you contact private. It means you are even yet to start the course. So most of the things you have said does not apply to you. In terms of midterms, predictor, and final exams, it's not applicable to you if you are yet to start the course.
Yes, please.
But if you have already started, like most of the people here who have started already, then the midterms, the predictor exams, and the final exams, everything applies to them, and they understand. Okay?
Yes, please. Please, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so Cynthia have asked a question. Princess have asked a question. Fruby, you have a question. Is Fruby there? Okay. Ruby does not seem to be with us.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, afternoon.
So my question is, in a case where the 27, and you said you can take it even tomorrow, we should find out if we just I can take the midterm tomorrow, or I need to book it again. Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you are saying. But what did somebody else? Did anybody hear what she said?
Sir,
yes.
Let me come again. I said I booked for the midterm 3. But now you just made us to understand that exams are every day from Monday to Friday.
So you can take
Does
it tomorrow.
Does it mean I don't need to rest? Yes, sir.
So it means you can take it tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I think Esther Frempong has asked the same question. Esther, I don't think you've been paying attention. He said, please, I booked for my predictor exams and I was given a date after 20th of December. And since you are breaking for the holidays, can I? Hello, guys. I'm saying it for the last time. The exams now is tomorrow, every day from Monday to Friday. No weekends, no public holidays. And you don't need to book before. So if you're available tomorrow, connect 10 a.m. on Zoom, you take your exam. You're available the next day, connect 10 a.m. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., connect, take your exams, like that every day. All right. Okay. So if you are booked and you booked for January 20th or February or December next year, you can take it tomorrow. All right. Thank you, guys. Princess, your hand is still up. Do you have another question? It's a previous one. Princess Anani. Oh, she's gone. Okay. All right. On that note, thank you, guys. And those taking the exam, see you tomorrow. Goodbye to you all. All right. Goodbye to you all. I think my network dropped. Goodbye to you all.